Hi, this is Lindsey Stansbury with Exit Real Estate Property Solutions here in New Smyrna Beach. I just wanted to take a minute to go through a couple things that are easy to do at home, but could resolve some issues or prevent some issues in the future for people based on what I've heard people make complaints about with their new homes. These are good whether you have a new home, a resale, it doesn't matter if it's new or used. You do want to have certain things that you just keep up with. It's just part of making sure you can enjoy living in your home for the longest amount of time possible and replace things as infrequently as possible. So here we go. Let's start with the kitchen. We all love to eat, we love to cook, we love to socialize, and the kitchen tends to be a centerpiece of our home. So there's some very easy things that are very important that you want to do. First of all, when you're cleaning dishes, if you do not have a garbage disposal, make sure that you're scraping off anything that's solid or that has grease and putting that in the garbage can, because you will clog your drains very quickly and it'll be a headache for you. And it's just that easy extra step that you just got to make sure if you don't have a garbage disposal, don't throw solids or wash them down your sink. Same with greases and oils. You don't want to try and flush those down the sink either. The other thing is, in our kitchen, we do tend to create some smoke and fires do happen. So to make sure you're being safe and keeping your family safe, make sure that you check your smoke detector periodically and that it is in working order. Even if it's a hassle, it's better that it goes off and annoys you sometimes than having it not functional. It's easy to get distracted in life and walk away and forget that you had the oven on. Or in my case, my husband might put a pizza in the box in the oven and I might forget to check it, and if I turn on that oven, I could start a fire myself. So, life gets busy. Let's just all be safe, okay? Bathrooms, that's another important spot. We have a lot of plumbing in our homes. It makes life very convenient and sanitary and enjoyable for us. But you do want to keep an eye and just periodically check under your sinks and make sure there's no leaks. It's a lot easier to deal with a leak if you catch it early on than it is if you wait and don't notice it until it becomes a big problem. Lighting is an important part of our homes too. Some of us like it to be a little bit dim and more cozy feeling. Other times we want it more bright. We're lucky here in Florida. A lot of times all you have to do is open those windows, curtains, and blinds, and you can take advantage of the natural light here. But if you don't have that opportunity because maybe you're in a home that has attached walls to somebody else, or you're just not in a well-lit location, then you could switch your light bulbs to LED, and that will save you a lot on your energy bills. They cost a little bit more when you do replace them, but you will replace them a lot less frequently than the old-fashioned bulbs we grew up with. Laundry rooms get overlooked a lot because they're a place where we do chores and not really where we want to hang out. But you do want to also make it a practice to look at the hoses that connect your washer and dryer and make sure that nothing is aging and getting brittle or cracked that might cause a problem. Once again, it's always easier to catch things in advance. Also, make sure you're cleaning out the lint filter of your dryer, because that's another fire hazard. If you're being slack on that, you could accidentally cause a problem for yourself without even realizing. So every time you do your laundry, just go ahead and clean out the lint filter. So let's go to the outside of the home now. We do live in Florida. It is a very wet, hot, and humid state. A lot of what we need to do to keep the inside of our home nice is taking care of the outside. You want to make sure if you have pets or children and there's any toys or bowls with standing water, a lot of us have irrigation systems that we irrigate our yards, and that's great. Keeps the grass all nice and happy. However, it can leave standing water in little pots and toys and bowls, things like that. You want to make sure you're dumping those out so you don't end up with a mosquito problem. You also want to make sure that you're not having any standing water collecting by the foundation of your home, because that could produce some problems in the long run. And then if you have gutters, make sure you don't have to climb up there yourself. There are tons of people that are willing to let you pay them in order to climb up on your roof and clean out those gutters. But it's a really good practice to make sure your gutters are clean, so that way the rainwater is actually going where you direct it to go instead of just gathering, and once again it becomes a big mosquito problem up there. Another thing we get here in Florida, we used to live ourselves in downtown Orlando, and we had renters on both sides of us. Even though we took care of our home, the renters didn't take care of theirs, and that invited a lot of animals that you may or may not want living in your yard and your home. So make sure you're doing everything you can to, if you grill out, pick up everything and put it in the garbage before you go to bed, so that way you're not attracting wildlife that you don't want in your home. You also want to once in a while just walk around the outside of your home. Make sure there's no cracks or holes or any problems starting in the stucco that need to be remedied, or anywhere that some animals could creep into the interior of your home and annoy you later. It's easier to keep them on the outside from the start. These are just a couple little tidbits. I know that homeownership is really exciting, it's really fun, but it does come with some responsibilities, just like anything good in life. So if you have any other specific questions, go ahead and reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. You can always reach me on YouTube at Lifestyles with Lindsey, Facebook, I have Lifestyles with Lindsey as well, or you can text or call me at 407-579-6453.